Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your faces to another video here on the channel. Today I wasn't really going to be uploading any brand new videos, mostly because, well, it's Sunday. I was just going to edit the live stream condensed version and put that out for you lovely people. That was until I actually woke up, turned on Twitter, and I saw something that, well, it's not shocking, not surprising, but it did kind of make me go, oh, okay, that's interesting. And what we're going to look at is the following. So let's spin this around. From the New York Post, Time's Up chair defends Goldman Sachs against SH lawsuit. And when you click into it, it's got all this here, the same headline. This person here is Robbie Kaplan. She was AH's lead lawyer. She's the one who said, we're not going to do this anymore because of gas prices and all this other stuff. But she's also the head of the Metoo movement and also the head of the legal department that funds the Metoo movement, which we did a video, the other day about all of this, where we saw people in this, in the Metoo movement, in the actual foundations and the charities that are there, that they're paying themselves more than they're giving out. So this is what we got. So Time's Up, we got that one again. A crusading women's rights lawyer and the leader of the Hollywood-backed Time's Up non-profit is defending Goldman Sachs against a female whistleblower who claims she was fired for raising the alarm against SM at the bank. Robbie Kaplan, the chair of the Time's Up governing body of directors and co-founder of the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund, entities devoted to helping SH victims, is representing the Wall Street banking giant and two of its top lawyers. In this lawsuit brought against them last month by Marla Crawford, a former Associate General Counsel for Goldman. In legal papers filed in Manhattan Supreme Court, Crawford, 57, claims she was canned after she tried to seek help for a female employee who was allegedly preyed upon by Daryl Cafasso, 44, the company's global head of litigation. Again, just being the head of that department, that's like, oh my god, So Crawford's November 12th lawsuit against Goldman Sachs, Cafasso and General Counsel Karen Seymour, 59, accuses them of permitting a workplace where SH is covered up and the powerful are cloaked with immunity. We've talked about this now for a long time regarding people who have a lot of money, and if they got connections, they seem to literally be like Teflon. They play with things, things just roll off them. And it's like, yeah, okay, maybe, this now as well, seeing that the actual, one of the founders of the movement is supporting the people who are being done for what the movement is for. It's absolutely crazy, but it also shows how very hypocritical they are. When Crawford tried to speak up on behalf of the employee, identified as Jane Doe, obviously, in court papers, the result was a broadside attack on her performance, and then terminating her after more than 10 years of exceptional performance. Now, critics say that Kaplan, 54, who has long been an advocate for gay and women's rights, wants to sweep everything under the rug, calling for confidential arbitration, a legal maneuver roundly condemned by the Time's Up organisation. Are they going to get rid of her? Who knows? Time's Up has long battled against confidential agreements that allow these people to silence victims, according to the group's website. So the agreements and everything else, non-disclosure agreements, have been used to keep all of this in the dark, said Fatima Gosgraves, a co-founder of the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund and president and CEO of the National Women's Law Centre, in an interview with NPR last year. So we got David, I can't say his surname, sorry, but Crawford's Manhattan lawyer noted the hypocrisy. Miss Kaplan's decision to help Goldman Sachs force Miss Crawford's claims into a secretive, confidential forum is the antithesis of what the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund stands for, he told the New York Post. The Time's Up organisation, which includes Oprah, Reese Witherspoon, Jessica Chastain and Alyssa Milano on its global board of directors, was set up by Hollywood producers and lawyers 2 years ago in the wake of him. and the birth of the Metoo movement. It helped Kaplan, Gosgraves, and another lawyer, Tina Tishen, I don't know, set up the Time's Up Legal Defence Fund to help women fight against all of this. Tishen is also the president and CEO of the Time's Up Foundation. The fund is managed by the National Women's Law Centre, a Washington, D.C. based non-profit. In 2018, in its inaugural year, the Time's Up organisation contributed $312,000 to the fund at the same time that Time's Up spent the biggest chunk of its contributions, $1.4 million, on executive salaries. It's just going even further now, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy to see that this is what's happening. Time's Up claims that the fund has connected more than 4,000 people with attorneys and is committed to spending nearly $11 million on over 250 legal cases. I doubt that because you're trying to cover it up now, aren't you? According to a statement on the Time's Up website, the tax filings for 2018 shows that the fund spent just over $1.7 million helping 3,000 people. Wow. So literally what they said, we're going to do all of this for people, and they've only spent 1.7. More recent financial data is unavailable since the organisation has refused to show its latest federal filing, which was due on November 15th. Time's Up said its audited financial statement and tax filing would be posted on its website in mid-December. Well, we're only on the 6th of December at the moment, but it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. A spokeswoman for the National Women's Law Centre told the Post, Ms. Kaplan's decision to represent Goldman Sachs in the matter at hand was made in her personal capacity, with no involvement by the Time's Up Legal Defence Fund. Well, to be honest with you though, if she is a part of that, why is she taking this case? Surely she should be against it, right? Because their motto is believe all victims. But with her going and taking this case, it's almost like with her, which we've all known and we've all said is basically whoever pays me the most. That's exactly what it is. Kaplan recently served as actress AH's lawyer in an ugly $50 million defamation case brought on to her by Johnny Depp. Kaplan withdrew from the case, citing high travel and logistic costs earlier this year. Which he basically said gas prices, it was too much. This woman is a millionaire, and her actual department have their own private plane. And they're saying, the gas prices are way too much. I possibly can't go to Virginia. She's also representing E. Jean Carroll, who is suing President Trump for an alleged essay. Again, she's doing that because it's against Trump. That's obvious. The lawsuit against Goldman Sachs alleges that the married Cafasso used his position to romantically prey upon a 30-something female colleague. Mr. Cafasso's, it's not a bad name actually. It's kind of like, like Italian, like you'd hear something in like The Godfather or something. His obsession with Jane Doe grew so strong that he even blamed her for his misconduct, telling her, "You're a temptress and you're the devil's pawn," according to documents. Oh my god. This guy sounds like the biggest sleaze going. For her part, Seymour, who reportedly took home $8.3 million in 2019 and is among the top 5 highest paid executives at the financial giant, allegedly tried to cover up the misconduct, telling a senior lawyer, "Let's try to put the genie back in the bottle." Oh my god. This is just nuts now, guys, because this just shows the type of people who are in power, and this with them having the actual Time's Up founder or one of them as their lawyer, and they're trying to sweep all of this under the rug. That is just crazy. Rather than deal with the situation, Crawford exposed the bank hired an outside law firm to conduct a bogus investigation, which they all seem to do. That puts secrecy above fact-finding. Court papers say Crawford, a confidant of the alleged victim, was not interviewed, and when she approached Human Resources with her information, the response was that she should keep her mouth shut. Cafasso returned to work after 2 weeks, and Jane Doe, who was represented by firebrand women's rights attorney Gloria Allred, said, was likely paid a sum of money and forced out of the bank. Literally getting rid of her job and everything just because she's been, SH'd. And that is absolutely crazy. Cafasso retaliated against Crawford, giving her low performance scores, decreasing her bonus and refusing to work with her, according to court documents. Legal papers filed by Kaplan and her team allege that Crawford, a lawyer, voluntarily entered into a confidential agreement in exchange for a payout last year and left the firm because she refused to relocate to Dallas. Crawford's allegations about that unrelated personal matter, the resulting investigation, and the firm's actions with respect to her employment are false. That is absolutely crazy. A spokeswoman for Time's Up said the group has publicly supported the litigation against Goldman Sachs. Oh my god, this is nuts. Time's Up routinely calls on companies to lead by example and to right wrongs when they are exposed, said Amanda Harrington. We called out Goldman Sachs when this story was first reported. Miss Kaplan's decisions regarding this case are made in her personal, professional capacity without any involvement from Time's Up. Kaplan refused to comment, but a spokesperson for her law firm, Kaplan, Hecker and Fink, said, as our recent court filing explains, this case was brought by a plaintiff seeking to exploit her awareness of an unrelated personal matter by publicly exposing another woman's personal experience and by groundlessly complaining about the steps taken by the General Counsel of Goldman Sachs to ensure that the situation was properly investigated and addressed. Ladies and gentlemen, man, that is absolutely crazy. This is so bad. This literally shows that the people who are there saying, we're going to stick up for every single victim, this shows that they're not. And with Kaplan stating, oh no, it's my own personal law firm doing this, that's just disgusting, because she should, being one of the co-founders of the Time's Up movement and all this kind of stuff, you can see where her priorities are. It's not with that. She does not care about victims. This just shows that now, guys, and it's absolutely crazy. And to be honest with you, I really hope that she loses this case, because she is now going against someone who has come forward and said, well, this has happened. These are doing exactly what you're trying to, tell people not to do. But now all of a sudden you're taking their side. Let's sweep it under the rug, guys. We don't care about the little people. That's exactly what it is. If it was a high star, high profile person, it'd be completely different. That would be it. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see each and every one of you soon.